It's May, and May on BookTube is a time for reading short horror stories in an event called Horror Mayhem. This was started by the Bookish Bryants. Sadly, Scott of the Bookish Bryants passed away last year, so we will continue this event in his memory. I will link to the hosts of the Horror Mayhem in the description. My name is Jim. This is my channel, books, reading and stuff. May has just begun and I've read two short stories. They're from very different decades. One is from 2023, one is from 1950, but I think they could have been swapped round because of the nature of the stories. The first I read was a recent short story, Someone Else's Horror Story by Rebecca Crunden. This was published in 2023, and this feels like an episode of the Twilight Zone. We have Jace, who's happily living on his own, away from the city, away from the noise, who finds a young runaway in his barn. Instead of shooing him away, he shows him kindness and then offers to drive him home the following day. I wasn't expecting the creepy, haunting ending in this well-crafted horror story. I won't tell you anything more about it. The second book I read, or short story I read rather, was from Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury is a famous science fiction author, and I read The Veldt. This was published in 1950, but it feels like it could be an episode of Black Mirror. It's very pertinent today. The Veldt is about a family who have this smart home where everything is done for them by automation. Their shoes are tied up automatically. They have an automated oven, but the pièce de résistance is the children's nursery, which immerses the children in fantasy worlds like Aladdin. And it's a story which looks at the estrangement of families through technology, which is very pertinent today as the kids are always in their phones and they don't want you taking their phones away. Here, the kids don't want their parents interfering with their room. It's called The Veldt because the children choose to have, after various fairy tales, they choose to have the African veldt, complete with lions and vultures in this immersive room where they can hear and see the images, and they have the senses, the smells, the odors from the veldt. And the parents are worried. They call a psychologist, and what happens next? You'll have to read the story to find out. It was very good. So that's what I've read so far in Horror Mayhem. Two very different decades, but it feels like the two stories could have been reversed. If you enjoyed this video, you can give it a thumbs up. This will help me with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.